Before we really get into today's conversation, I want to make something clear. This ain't about turning somebody's tragedy into content. A young man lost his life, other people were injured, children were injured. Families went to a community event expecting to enjoy themselves, are now carrying something with them that they didn't have to before August 15th. So I'm not sitting here pretending and sitting like, we know everything that happened. I ain't interested in trying to try somebody's case on this podcast, and I'm definitely not interested in disrespecting any other people or the families that was injured or affected by what happened on East End Day. But what I am interested in is asking some uncomfortable questions, because after something like this happens, we always say we got to do better. So what does better actually look like? That's the conversation I want to have today. You already know who it is. It's your boy Nephew Q. I got along with me Derek D. Money Stevenson. And then I got over here Isaiah Ike Byrne.
Yeah. What up? What up?
And then I got my boy here Quidi. I just met him for the first time today on the mic over here.
What's up? Yeah.
Little bro in the building. Little bro in the building.
Little bro in the building over in the background. I don't know if y'all can see him over in the background.
Baby Gio.
So let's get right on into it. We talked a little bit before everything started popping off on camera. We talked about the social media impact as far as what transpired on Saturday, August the 15th. But here's what makes it even harder today. When a fight happened, back when we was coming up, you only heard about it word through mouth. Oh, such and such, but it wasn't, cell phones was around, but they wasn't prevalent like they are today. So when you heard about something, it was pretty much word of mouth. But now, when something like this happens, not only does it happen in front of the people, but it can happen in front of 5,000 people because somebody instantly got their phone out. Yeah. And which takes us directly to the social media aspect of it, because it's changed everything about conflict, because now all disagreements have spectators with it. People comment, repost, pick sides, laugh, and encourage it. And people forget that that's somebody's child on that screen. That's somebody's mother seeing that on that screen. That's somebody who has to relive that moment every time they get back on that feed. So I'm going to throw it around to the fellas on this round table, man. How did we become too comfortable recording people's worst moments, and why is that, Ike?
Everybody wants to go viral now. Everybody wants to be the first to post it. Everybody wants to be the first person to do everything. With this situation that happened, everybody has to give their 2 cents. Everybody has to say what they think happened, or what they heard happened, and all it does is just keeps the stuff going. It keeps everything going. So now these people are mad at these people, and these people are mad at these people. What you think's gonna happen after a tragic accident like this, or well, not an accident, but an incident? What do you think's gonna happen?
Not only that, you got people who watching it from afar who don't even know the situation would happen, and they already picking sides. I don't like it, but like, bro, you don't even know what happened in that way. You just watching it go down, and you assuming you knew what happened. Quidi, man, holler at me, bro. What's your whole thoughts on social media, and especially contributed to what happened on Saturday?
I got it took me a minute. I done got used to social media, learning it and learning about it and how it worked. And a lot of people, some is content or whatever they getting up. You got people ruining lives. You got people on the internet thinking they put stuff together and know it because one person posted something. And people can't forget that we live in a real world where it's beyond that screen that they behind. Like, y'all still argue, the people's arguing about kids that's handling serious situations, but we not speaking on what we need to do with the other kids around that's still on the internet, seeing y'all mamas argue. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The uncles in the background watching Facebook, seeing who's who and where they at on live, or so they could try to act on something. But everybody don't need to have an input. It's the Most High who has the last say so. You get what I'm saying? And then the internet, like I said, you got people picking sides, unfriending each other, attacking people. It's like, what are you bringing that energy for? You ain't gonna. That's not protecting the kids. That's just causing more war.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
D Money, what's your thoughts on the whole social media aspect? Not even just the situation that happened this past weekend, but overall as it pertains to like negativity stuff that he was talking about.
Social media is like it's just kind of a weird situation because it's like the complete definition of a gift and a curse because it can be like a great tool. It can be used to do so much positive, but also it's probably one of the most negative things in most people's lives. And a lot of people end up looking for validation, which is why you have situations where people have emotional outbursts and you have online beefs that occur. People are searching to be the first person to try to make comments instead of sitting back and taking everything in. Like, we shouldn't even really be talking about this yet and forming opinions yet. Like, it's still too much information that needs to be like presented to people before. Like, how can you really make a decision about how you feel about it already? If you don't really know what happened, which most people don't. Like, I've heard so many different stories. I don't really know exactly what happened. You might know because you was present, but for me, I don't really know what happened.
I just like to sit back, man. They be like, "Oh, what happened?" I'm like, "Man, I'm just praying for that baby. I'm just praying for them kids, and I'm praying for everybody." You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody want to go through that. It's never happened at East End Day. You get what I'm saying? I'm thinking about my neighborhood I grew up at. I watched it go away. You get what I'm saying? The whole neighborhood. It's after this, who knows what's gonna be left? You get what I'm saying? Everybody turn their back when it get hot like this.
Go ahead.
It was just like, it's just one of them situations where it's too hot right now in the kitchen. You about to see who can take the heat. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I just pray and wish everything could go back, to how it used to be, even though it might not happen. But it's like losing historical childhood places like that. Not saying it's lost or shut down, but it's like that happening. That's gonna leave a ripple in East End. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I pray that it doesn't, man.
You hope like situations like that don't.
You said, it's never happened before. Like, East End Day is usually a place where you can go and enjoy yourself. Nothing's gonna pop off. This one unfortunate event shouldn't stop people from still going and celebrating the neighborhood that we grew up in. So I hope people still go out there. Back to the social media stuff.
Hold on. I want to piggyback off of what you just said. And I'm going to ask you, both of y'all this really. When that situation happened at a Dirt Bowl years ago, do y'all think it'll be a situation like that where it'll take years for people to finally get back in the East End Day knowing it's quote unquote safe and okay again?
It could, but it's could make it stronger, make everybody come, make all the men put their feet down. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I say men because, like, that's what it's gonna take. Like, back in the day when it was a little scruffle or anything doing free lunch, it's a lot of men around. You get what I'm saying? You better chill out. It's a lot of grown men around there. It wasn't you didn't really get to play no gangster role. They'll walk you to your mama. Cause she know your family know everybody. We too small. So it's like, I don't understand where all this gangster stuff come from, and all it, and how this beef could go this far when people's parents ain't never even got that deep out here. So it'd be like, what's really
where this
going
come
on?
From?
Like,
where that type of energy come from? Where you didn't even come from that type of energy to begin with.
It's wild. Just a normal thing. It's kids really out here struggling, trying to get out. Then it's kids that see the internet and want what these kids got, which is almost nothing. They just want the image. Fam, you gotta live at. You get what I'm saying? It's new pair of shoes one of these kids get. It might be, it gotta last him a couple months. You think he look good in it. He getting love. It ain't cause of the shoes. It's the character. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these people don't understand that. That's why the streets is split up. You got random people popping up. They the plugs now. They doing this. Everybody can fake put somebody on. These kids is messed up for real. They don't know what's real.
Now that's a good point about not knowing what's real. Go ahead, Ike. What was you about to say about that social media point?
So, you know, seeing all the negative posts and stuff or people going back and forth, what I wish I would have seen from our people is the more of just the prayers and, you know, having concern about the people who were down. I know people did, but it went from that to more of
Like
the finger pointing
yeah.
and the blame on people
And
instead
assuming and
instead
not-
of just I really wasn't on social media a lot when it happened because my sister was one of the ones who was shot. She's gonna be okay. You know, she took 2 to the torso, 1 to the sternum and 1 through the stomach. She's gonna be good. You know, it's gonna be a long road, but I was so concerned on her that I really wasn't going through none of this stuff, even trying to keep up with all the negative stuff that was being said. I was concerned about her
as you should
and the other victims.
Yeah.
You know, when I first heard about the 4-year-old, man, that crushed me. Then I seen the video with Quidi.
Mm-hmm.
And the shots start to fire and Quidi takes off running. But then he sees a kid on the ground and he runs to that kid. And, you know, Quidi, real life hero, man. Like for real, what you did, most people won't do.
Not even most, majority.
Yeah.
Majority of people would just seen that kid and just kept on running.
They would have been worried about themselves.
Yeah,
and not
but
the kid.
I feel like it was at that time. It was like out of anger. You get what I'm saying? Like I was very mad. Like, and I wasn't even thinking about nothing else. Like you said, your peoples and the victims. It was almost like a nightmare screaming around you, and then you just hear quiet, and then it's like whoosh, your focus.
So it's like a quiet calm before the storm.
Everything was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I really couldn't hear nothing. After I put my eyes on the child, I just couldn't hear nothing. And then it almost felt like I was in hell. You get what I'm saying? Like it was just screaming around me and just no sound. And then and I was just yelling and I felt like I was moving in slow motion. And then it was just like boom. And people's like, you know, some people's like, man, one of your, you know, I stream and stuff. I do a lot of online stuff. One of the streamers that was down there getting her camera ready, she's like she goes to UK and stuff. You get what I'm saying? People's like, man, your people's giving police something, the camera, or to what she got on the camera. I'm like, I don't know. She cut contact off with everybody. What people don't know is that whatever that woman handed the police officers on that camera, that nobody knows what happened. You get what I'm saying? So it's like all these people with these cameras online, live, a lot of people's gonna see something they don't want to see. It's like the news station was already making bread off my video before I got to even it got rendered. You know how lives on I was on a thing that put my live on different platforms. And I had to use 2 other people on live from their cell phones.
Right.
So like everybody got this ready to chop it and post before I even get home to really put together what happened.
Before you even process everything or
So
what's
I'm
going
like,
on.
man, CNN to put it together for me. Like boom. I said, all right, yo. So then it just already went crazy regardless because people's tagging me. I'm like, I don't even have to say what happened on my live and they won't because everybody see it now. They had everything. Plus it was a longer it was probably like we was on there for like 4 hours. So that's what I'm telling y'all. That one little piece that fast came off that live.
That little 0.5 seconds.
I ain't even making home. I was already 1 million views in. And I'm like, man, that's. I look on my Facebook. It's coming from Facebook and the YouTube, and I was on some little other weird platform. They even flagged it. They like I was doing something illegal on there or something. They flagged it on there. I'm like, YouTube kept it rolling. I got a blank. I had blank video of like 2 hours because of YouTube still.
letting it continue
Yeah,
on
you
because you was
feel me?
live. Yeah.
So
And so when everything rang out, you just just took off running and just
yeah,
like kept it go. Yeah,
man, and that's one of them situations where it's like I say, like at internet, it's people out there working it for real. It's people making money off posting. You could post a video, I could screen record it and post it and get paid for it. That's how people do me. I don't even know how to work the internet to give me my royalties I have at work. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, I got you. Yeah,
So it's one of them. That's another situation. It's just so hard to keep up with everything on the internet because I'm only doing what I know. I just hit record on that camera, and you in my life now. You get what I'm saying?
did anybody reach out to you once they realized it was? When I mean anybody, like any publications or anybody reach out to you once
I
they
ain't
knew
gonna
it was
lie.
you?
A lot of people from Louisville, Cincinnati news, like people just want. I wanted to do this because I was comfortable being in my city with somebody
Comfortable,
that I know. I don't want to go city to city, promoting off this because it ain't that. I'm trying to stay in my city and talk to the people and let people hear this who need to hear it. Y'all don't know the people that need to hear it, so it's pointless talking to y'all. We really mad about this. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, even shout out to everybody that's truthfully helping. Like all these people, taking their time out, checking on the victims. Shout out to everybody. That means a lot to people in tough times. You feel me? I've been out there on both sides, like in both time, all the time people was praying and helping my mama. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm just trying to keep that energy and help these women.
Man, and that's why to start it off, I wanted to make sure that people knew that like we not trying to promote off of what happened. Like this ain't that. Like we ain't trying to make light of somebody's situation and get likes and views. Now we trying to talk about a serious situation to where how can we prevent this for the next East End Day? Not even that, just the next whatever Proud Town Day, like whatever the next community event is. How can we stop that? Before we go into the next topic, I want to holler at you as much as you can disclose, how much you feel like disclosing. I didn't know what transpired until Ike had sent the message in the group text. Like I didn't even know it was East End Day, to be honest, until Ike was like, "Man, such and such," and everybody in the group text was like, "Damn, man, what's going on?" So, were you at East End Day when?
No, I was gonna go. Well, I was trying to talk my wife into going, and she kept saying, "Man, it's so hot out there. These kids are gonna complain the whole time." So I ended up saying, "You know what? You right." So we stayed home. So I'm sitting on the couch. And my brother Jeremy calls me and he says, "Bro, they just shot Keisha." And I said, "Keisha who?" He said, "Our sister." So I'm grabbing my shoes, putting my shoes on. I already know they going to UK because that's where they take gunshot victims. So, man, I made it to UK before all of them did. The ones that was down there. So, just getting out there, standing outside. They had the hospital on lockdown. There's police surrounding basically the whole building. Not knowing, is she alive? Is she going to make it? And just standing out there with 4 other families and no one knowing what's going on with their family member. Yeah, it's tough. Luckily I was able to have one of the nurses from the ER came out to let us know that my sister was stable and that she's gonna live. But then to be still standing out there when they come out and tell another family that their loved one didn't make it, it's heartbreaking, man. I've been on that side where I've been out there and they come out and tell me that a friend didn't make it. And we all out there crushed. So, man, when that happened, man, I felt that pain, bruh. Man, that's what I'm saying. That's people worried about the wrong things.
Yeah.
Right now, we worried about these victims and we worried about all the kids, man. The kids that's out here going through it with their beefs.
Yeah.
The kids that are impacted, and it's the boys and the girls. And when I say kids, to me, I'm looking at the young adults, the teenagers, and even the ones that's smaller than them that's looking at them and watching them. And like, we got all these girls that's fighting, and then everybody's recording videos of these girls fighting, keeping the beefs going.
Yeah.
And then now the guys is getting involved because that's one of their sisters, or that's they woman,
or they little cousin or something.
And then it's like, it just keeps everything going.
It's so traumatizing. I don't think nobody paid attention to when they was helping the aid. It's like everybody disappeared and the park was full of young guys in ski masks just standing there looking. I'm talking about the police is pushing some of these young guys away. Here come more of them. It's a sea of them now. You know, people's walking past. They know who it is. You know, this is a neighborhood. Everybody know each other. I'm talking about it is a whole group, a plethora, whatever you want to call it. But they was coming out, and I just looked around, and it's just kids like, they just pointing. All young cats. And nobody's paying attention. You just see police, get out of here, go, pushing them. You know, police is aggressive when they come out there and it's a crowd of, you know, YNs. But they still kids. And what you doing ain't even helping. All the pushing, rushing people out of their tents, the park, stuff got stolen. And people can, it's just so much stuff that happened. It's like nobody took the time out to look around. And it was like all young boys. And I'm talking about frozen. And it's like, we still out here running it. No telling what any of them are thinking right now. You get what I'm saying? It's like, all they thinking is, he's from my neighborhood. It's just, you gotta see it. It's like, it's deeper than us adults. We think we know everything. We don't know nothing. We don't know if good or bad is coming. You get what I'm saying? Like he said, think about these victims. Think about these kids, because it is not about us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, even the kids that aren't involved in the kids that were there when the shots rang out, seeing people laying down.
Yeah,
people are traumatized by this. These young kids are traumatized.
So for some of these kids, it's probably the first time they ever even heard a gunshot before, let alone watching something like that go down.
A couple of my nieces were there and traumatized.
Everybody yelling the little boy's name. They not even peeping everything around them. They just know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah.
That's so-and-so. That's all you, like, oh, man, like, I didn't even know, like, I'm just hearing that name and screaming. I'm like, dude, what is going, this world's crazy.
Yeah, they, like, you know, where there was kids that was hit and everybody was up on the hill. My brother noticed someone down the hill kind of up under a vehicle on the ground. He goes down to check and finds our sister.
Oh, she was up underneath the car.
She was kind of up under, I don't know if it was a RV or some kind of truck. She was up under the truck.
Yeah, it was like a big RV out there down the hill.
She was up under it on the ground, and he found her like that. And he held her hand the whole time until EMS got there to help her. But
I mean, that's not only traumatizing for your sister, but your brother as well, to see his little sister not only hit, but in that situation up underneath a car too, and finding her like that. Like that's some stuff you got to go talk to somebody about that type of stuff.
And when I said I had a couple of nieces there, I had a nephew there as well that was there and witnessed it all. You know, they're traumatized by this. And I just think about all the other kids that was there. You know, it just makes me worry because, like, I know how East End Day is. Like, there's people's grandparents and great-grandparents are out there, can't really move well. So sitting up under a tent, shots being fired, they can't get up and run.
Yeah,
so it could have been a lot worse than it actually was. Man,
and I was seeing on TikTok, because I'm off the book, so I that's why I didn't even know none of this was going on until I had reached out, and I was looking on TikTok, and you know, what kind of bothered me about this a little bit is that people kept calling it a mass shooting. as if to give it a connotation of somebody just went to the park and just started airing out. And it's like, no, that's not what that was, man. This is something totally different.
By definition, it is. Though.
Man, that ain't no mass shooting, man. Ain't nobody trying
Because
to hear that.
I see online, for us, it's a mass shooting because we such a small town. Like, there was guys in Chicago and Cincinnati, because supposedly it was 9 mass shootings that Sunday, East End Day.
Mm-hmm. That Saturday.
It was, that Saturday. It was 9 mass shootings in the U.S., and everybody's like, what about Chicago? What about, it ain't no mass. And it's just, and I had to correct people, like, it was a mass shooting to us, film.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Cause by definition,
it's a mass shooting.
If it's a shooting and it's 4 or more people that are...
Yeah, they was on there saying,
it's
a mass shooting is 10, 15 more people. You talking about 5 people. I'm like, fam, if you in a crowd of 55, 5 is a lot of people. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
If you kill all of them, that's serial killer.
Yeah,
territory.
like that is a lot of people.
Yeah.
Y'all in a big old city of millions. Y'all don't worry about the little stuff that already happens to people. So of course y'all don't think this is a mass shooting for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They like, we get what you're saying.
It wasn't what you would call a random mass shooting. If that is such a thing, it wasn't somebody that just was like, I'm gonna go shoot up a school, or I'm gonna shoot up a church, but it still was a mass shooting.
Yeah.
So
I think most people they think of mass shooting and that's what they think of. Someone goes into an area and just starts shooting random people, but by definition, a mass shooting is if 4 or more people get hit.
Right. Yeah, see, look, they over-educating Q today.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Ike.
But like, because of it was at a park and there was kids that got hit and there was, there's women and other children and elderly people there, like that's why this went national. Like that's why they're talking about it, because this is serious.
And this is to the sergeant or whoever that dude was talking about. He ain't know it was East End Day. He don't need to be head of nothing with the police if he ain't.
If he ain't in tune with everything that's going on in your city,
If you're not in tune with stuff that goes on in the city, and that's just one big thing. When something's going on in another city, you start to see police presence form and they be around. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, there was only it's East End Day and there's only 2 officers and they both on the corner at the top talking to the fire department.
And I heard,
and that's all we got.
He's from East End.
And that's what's so crazy. That's all we got. Who
that's what I heard.
That he better not be from East End. I'm gonna have a whole video talking about this. Like, nah.
I did hear that. I did hear somebody say he's from East End.
Some of the footage, and I gotta shout out Divine Karama one time, because what made me come for real was it's quick snap. My homie was on Snap and was like, look at Divine in the street with all the kids, like he breaking it up. I need to get down there. What you mean, bro? Hey, bro, that's your people's, ain't it? I said, I need to get down there. I'm like, man, I'm up here looking at a couple of the dudes he's pushing back. Like, we know them. You get what I'm saying? I got to show face so they can get out of here. I got down there. It's all split up already. It's all people that's moving around. Divine's in good spirits again. Hey, what's up? Good. I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm like, hey.
Man, I've been seeing a lot of people, taking shots at him.
Yeah.
Man, he's one person, man. He's out here doing the best he can.
At least to my nephew's mama.
At least he's trying, bro.
He has a family. He has a full-time job. And he started off doing all this voluntarily.
Yeah, people put too much. They put too much in his lap. They want him to be accountable for everything that happens, when realistically, more people that's actually in the community need to be working, even if it's just in a space like that, right? Like how you were saying, OGs used to not let this type of stuff happen. That's where we need conflict resolution and different things like that, because as soon as we see stuff happening, it's enough people that was there. They got to get to it immediately and curve it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to wait on
involves
divine.
all us now.
Yeah.
Now and all that. Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, now it do.
Yeah, dude.
Now it do. All that you. Oh, I'm stressing. They well. That's why I ain't. Okay, this is what happened. Cause you if you this, you ain't show face. This is what happens. Just like everybody. All these parents, it can be the parents, but we gotta really get out here and let it be known what we own. Yeah. Don't let your child come outside because he's gone straight to jail. We waiting on him. Let him. I used to go down the street. People's parents was calling police on me, thinking I'm up to something. I just started my day, but it's what I was up to. I thought it was dope having people's mamas scared when you coming up the street, and that ain't fun. It's big dogs out there. You think these little dogs go to these prisons, everything changed for them? We could stop all that. You get what I'm saying? Just grab them right now. Easter when I was getting backlash for taking guns from kids. You should have heard the hood. What you little divine?
That's what I'm saying, man. Taking shots at people that are actually
I was
trying
gonna say,
to help.
so how did we get to a point in our community, and I'm talking about the black community, where we chastise somebody for trying to do the right thing?
That's why.
And then we get mad when something like this happens, and it's like, where? And it's like, well, y'all get mad at people for trying to do the right thing,
Yeah.
and then
in my family, my mom and my wife had to tell me, you need to quit thinking you gotta tell these people about themselves. Let them think whatever. You save some people. I'm like, yeah, I ain't saved nobody. I just took some guns. Now they calling me a snitch.
You saved some people.
you say some
But
people.
now this happened. It's just looking at that. It's like that's more fuel. Like, see, all that ain't funny now. You get what I'm saying? You little divine. Everybody's like, oh my God, please, y'all calm me. But it's like now look at where this went.
Yeah, one of the things about the black community that we need to work on is just the fact that we always seem to meet each other in most cases with disrespect. We always challenge each other immediately, like people that we don't even know, that we never met.
Bro, I got
like it's just like other communities, other sub-communities usually embrace each other with love first, right? Sometimes stuff goes left and relationships get broken, but initially, as soon as we meet each other, we size them up, and it just creates a lot of the unnecessary issues that we have. And it probably, obviously I don't know what happened between these kids, but it probably stemmed from something like that. Like the beef probably wasn't about nothing too real in the beginning, and then it just escalated to the point where people got hurt seriously.
Right. In the black community, it's a lot of times it's like we're in competition with each other so much, and I'm talking about
over nothing.
And for everything, look at podcasts. One person's doing a podcast, another person does a podcast, and then this person's mad at this person for doing a podcast
Instead of blowing it up together.
Instead of us building each other up, and I'm just talking podcast. It gets way deeper than that. A guy's jealous of his dude because his woman look good, or he got some money, or
his car look like this,
and it's so messed up. Like, bruh, man, everybody that meets me, they know I'm outgoing. I like to crack jokes. You could put me in a room with any group of people, and I'm gonna be good. Because that's how I live my life. If more people live their life that way, like, I'm not jealous of nobody.
Yes.
I'm happy
That
to
you
see
got
everybody do well. I want everybody to do well.
Yeah.
I want everybody to be happy, everybody laughing. With these kids need that they need that in their life. They need people around that's positive.
That's smiling.
Yeah.
That's happy about something.
And that's why I feel back from music some, because it's like everybody that's trying to jump in rap, don't diss me. I ain't even, what you diss me for?
Because you the name.
Like,
so they gotta come at the name.
But it's just it could be even better. You could get it farther. Just dapping each other, showing that we know each other for real. You feel me? And that's like you said, when he said the competition for no reason, I done met so many people in Lexington I never spoke to, but they live here too. And they would finally, hey, check this out. You ain't even do this like I did this one. And I'll be looking like, all these years, we ain't spoke. You gonna speak to me about some music? Like, and I'll be shocked, like,
Okay.
all right, like, I don't.
That's another. Music is another thing with competition. Like, people be so mad at each other about this person doing music and this person doing music. Or who's the best and I'm better than you. And then they dissing each other and then it becomes personal. Bruh, back in the day, I remember back in the day when Mono Slick, Chew, you know, a bunch of people from different neighborhoods, Fat Mac and all them, all did a song together.
Yeah.
And it was hot. But it showed somebody from every hood. Woodhill, Taste Creek, West End, North Side,
You can't
East
have that now
Side.
because there's got to be one.
Everybody came together and did a song together. Like now,
You can't because there's got to be one.
But see, when it start going like it, I can honestly say for the music scene, a lot of the artists, the pillar artists, the low key known, the known, it's like something formed though where everybody there's you got rappers and you got your artists. Your artists is people who could do it whether all them like it or not. They ain't even asking, do you like it? It's dropping Friday.
Right.
A rapper is great. Listen to that. Go do a song just like it. Then ask, do you like it? Is it better than his? You feel me? That's how I separate the two. You got one who can create the art anywhere and be that. And then you got one who can copy and paste it and can have the money for it, but they don't feel the same about music because they ain't the original creator of that type and that sound. You get what I'm saying? So that all comes into play when it's people like in competition, because it's like they want to do the same thing, but they don't even know how you got this sound. Like you could be engineering another dude to come from in Lexington somewhere and say, hey, make it sound like Quidi's did on that one song. Engineers really tell me is. I'll be like, I don't know if that's like, you know, them looking up to me, but that be getting annoying sometimes. Like, I'm trying to get bad too. You feel me? Don't keep bringing my name up.
But that's another thing. Before we head out of here, we don't do in the black community enough too. One, let somebody know, hey, you inspire me, dog. Like, how hard is it to let somebody like you? It's okay to let another person know, hey, man, look, I'm trying to get where you at. You inspire me, man. Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. Like, how hard is that to do? We don't do that enough in our community. Go ahead.
It be PTSD.
Hey.
Like,
Larry Starks has a quote. Would it say it don't cost a dime? Would it say it don't cost a dime to show love? Bruh, I tell all my friends I love them.
Yeah.
I tell all my partners, all my family, I love you, bruh.
What I text was it Sunday night? I said it. I was like, "Hey, love you, bro. Just to let you know, man.
Hey, man.
Just to let you know."
But some people think they too hard to tell another man, or they think it's gay to tell another man they love him. Man, nah, man. I love
that's
you,
that
bruh.
internet right there. Stop playing. Everybody ain't playing in life. That nigga that's broke, don't nobody want to hear about him keep being broke. Go tell him you love him. Go tell him let's make it happen. You get what I'm saying? The internet put that weird entity out there for everybody. Like, people didn't have voices till the internet came.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's shocked to see certain people doing stuff.
Hey, I know we kind of short on time, but before we go, I do want to talk about one thing.
Go ahead.
Fellas, if you out here making babies, be in your kids' lives.
Facts.
Especially the little boys, man. Like, they need you.
Statistics back it up too.
They need you in their life. Like a mother cannot, she can raise a son, but she can't raise that son to really be the real man.
Yeah.
You know, now kudos to the stepfathers that step up because their son.
And uncles that step in.
And uncles that step in. But be a part of your kids' lives, man. And quit being your kids' friend.
Yeah.
Like, you a parent. Like, it's cool for your kids to like you. It's cool to joke and stuff with them, but quit being their friends. You don't need to be smoking weed with your teenage kids.
Hell no.
Drinking with your kids.
Hell no.
You know, your kid post a picture on Facebook holding a gun and you love the picture.
Yeah, dog.
Like, quit doing that stuff,
Are you in
man.
the back with the showing money while they got the gun out? Like,
Yeah,
no.
or when your kid's small, 2 and 3 years old, and you putting all your jewelry around them and got them holding a stack of money and taking pictures, like, that's cute. That's not cute,
Silly
man.
shit.
Because now they growing up loving that. They
watching.
love that look. They watching. They want to be
watching.
that. Man, be a parent first.
Man, we gonna drop the mic right there. Ike,
Yeah.
Quidi, D
Yeah.
Money, appreciate y'all for coming through. We get ready to get on out of here. Any shout outs, any plugs you got going on you want to let people know about?
Man, shout out Dog Life, One Lexington, my city, my neighborhood, and foremost. You get what I'm saying? My family, my mother, my wife, and kids. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. I love
Anything
y'all.
you want to say to your sister real quick?
Hey, I love you, sis. You know, I'm here for you. You know, everybody, thank you for, you know, all the texts, calls, Facebook messages, posts, everything. You know, we really appreciate it. Keep praying and praying for all the other victims and families because they need it. Trust me.
We up out of here, D Money. Holla at you as always. Treat somebody
Yes,
how you
sir.
want somebody. Treat your mama. We up out this thing, y'all. Peace.